Hi, this recording is on RPA. So there'll be one example that I will make use of this the Excel and Word and this email address. So this will be referring to the slide number. So example 12A. Yeah. So example 12A. Okay, this example here. So it'll be one Excel here that I would like to look at is this to check whether the okay. So the P ratio. So I'm a venture capitalist. So the P ratio will be uh, depending on this the venture capitalist. So the example will be on this PE ratio that more than 10 is considered as expensive and hence will be uh, and hence will be rejected. More than 10 and less than 10 will consider cheap and they will accept, the VC will be interested. Okay, so this is the one, the P. And let's see, the first thing we need to do is to open up the file. And so now we have to run the UiPath. So what you can do is that here you can just search UiPath. So depending on the length of the video, so I may break into two parts. So I try to make every video less than 10 minutes. Most likely we can finish this exercise within 10 minutes. So let's try first. So okay, so the first thing is we have to go for new project, and you can just call it say my first RPA. Okay, for some of you maybe this is your first RPA. Okay, so after you have created this, the next thing is you have to start with a sequence, and there will be probably two versions. So this version will be slightly older. Some of you may be using this older version. So in my PowerPoint slides, I will differentiate the new and the old version. So basically it's the sheet name that make the difference. Okay, I'm going to show you shortly. So this is a new sequence. So assuming this is my first RPA. So okay, so the first thing is you need to, if you follow the notes closely, it's only 3 pages and it should be quite easy. So if you look at this is a Excel application scope here. Then we have rearranged. Okay, so what you do is Excel application scope. So you should have similar to this Excel application scope. So in the RPA, you should have Rpa Bv. So you have to close the file in order for you to read using UiPath. Closed. Then okay, you read again. Okay, open. So the best is you run it first. That's the best way. So to see there's no error, then after that you need to rearrange. Okay, so now no error means when it's come to blue, there's no error. So rearranged, and we have to add a variable dt, just call it dt, which is the data table. Here, dt data table. Okay, and here is a rearranged. Okay, so you should read to dt. Now when you, so on the right side here, data table, when you look at the scope, right, you probably want to use the global, that means the sequence here. Okay, so if you wanted to try out to make sure that everything's smooth, you run again. Okay, that will bring us to the next page, not the next page, the next one now, which is here. So I'm going to have a pass template and fill template. So I can just create one pass template. So this is the pass template. Hey, sorry, congratulations. We are interested in investing in your company. Okay, so this is the pass template. So I'm just going to save it under the RPA. So there's RPA. Okay, and just pass template. Okay, so later I'm going to save another one in the field template, and okay, because for me I save in the cloud, so it's up to you whether you save the file in the local drive or in the cloud. Okay, so this is the pass template. Then I will have another field template. Save a copy. Oops. Okay, so suppose this is the same place, then I just call it field template. Sorry, the field template I need to just save it now. This is the field template. Say sorry, we could not invest in your company. Okay, these are saved. Okay, so with these two template, then now we have to open these two template here. So after the read range here, what we need to do is Word application scope. So for Word application scope, you need to manage packaged. Then you have to go to local. Then you have to type Word. And here, then you have to install it. Okay. And save it. So it take a while. So I think this whole tutorial will take about 15 minutes. Seems like 9 minutes is we still can't finish it. So UiPath, the loading is a little bit slow, a little bit now. Okay. So now when you add, please be careful about that. So you're just adding here, right? So Word application scope here. Then you have to select the file. If you still remember here, will be pass template first. Then after that you have to read text. When you select the read text, make sure it's a Word. and this is the past okay message. Okay, maybe you want to just do a simple one, past message, and here string. Now then my first RPA, why don't you just do a fail message as well? Fail message. Okay, string, then my first RPA. Okay, so this will be saving to the past message. Okay, and then after that, this is the applicable application scope, right? So what you can do is, if you are, it's good that you do a message box, then you can probably just take a look whether have you grabbed the correct thing. So this is the past message. You may want to do that first. Okay, to make sure it works. Okay, congratulations, we're interested in investing in your company. So that's good. Now what you need to do is just delete the message box again. Then this whole thing, you want to just do it one more time here. Actually, you can Control C, you can copy, and if you wanted to, here is the place to paste, right? So just make sure you paste in the correct place, which is the same box here. Okay, so here you paste. Okay, same, right? Identical. Now, of course, you can zoom a bit to see it's the same shape. Okay, so you can zoom up now. If not, you can't see, right? So this will be the field template. And this will be the fail message. So supposingly it works, then we should continue. Okay, we are here. Okay. Then what we need to do is for each, just look at the box here. Yeah, this is the one, right? So we want to go be just below here for each row in DT. For each row in DT. So this is the one that we capture from Excel. So this is a DT. Then the body will be, what we're going to do is that we're going to have a counter to make sure we can scroll through the whole Excel spreadsheet. Signing, so counter will be a counter plus one. But here we need probably to just so counter, here will be the integer, and here will be 1. And do not use the body again. As I mentioned, must use my first. So you may want to just message box counter. It's not necessary, but it'll be good just in case. But because counter is not in string, so the best is to string. Okay, then you run it. Then you should be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 2. Start from 2, right? To 11. Because there are 10 rows of data in the Excel. So it'll be 2 to 11. 2, 3, 4, 5. Later we need to remove the message box also. You know, it keep repeating. Okay. So here, just delete it. Okay. So here you want to do this to read from the Excel spreadsheet. Right. Then you want to store it to true value. So read cell. Remember, just choose the application Excel. So you want to read the B and C, right? So B is the company name plus counter, okay, dot to string, correct. Of course, you can look at this 3 dot also. So counter.toString. Okay, and we want to have company name, and then there will be a string, and my first RPA. So the other one will be this P ratio. So there is a number. So we need to go to this system.double. So just type system.double. Okay, this one, right? System.double. So the first one you want to put into that's a B2, right? B2 will be company name. Okay. Then the next one you read cell again. So we're going to read to C, right? PE ratio. C, then plus counter dot to string. Okay. And this thing you want to read it to the P ratio. Is the P that you grab. Okay. So here you've done it. Okay. And now you have read both the company name and this P ratio. So now you want to look at the P ratio if right, you type if. So you want the P ratio PE greater or equal to 5. Okay, so you please show the else, right? So here you may want to email something. So the email, if you look at this message, so of course you can save in the file as well. Then you can email as well. So this is to save the file. Okay, then you can also email, send Outlook mail message here. Okay, so either one you can do it. Okay, so let's try the send mail message. But this provided you have configured nicely your mailbox. So then you must follow the instruction here. Send Outlook mail message, right? So send Outlook mail message here. Send Outlook mail message here. Send okay. So to my own email address gmail.com. So in this case, you may want to make sure that there's nothing in your email here. Okay, I clean up. Then after that, look at the RPA here. Subject fund. Then the body here, you may want to say that the company name, right? So dear, okay, and then sorry, you must put double quoted double quote. And here I must say dear space, okay, plus company name, right? Then plus this comma and then space. Then you plus another one. The message is this is the one accept, right? Okay, so we just call pass fail pass message, correct? So now here copy, then here you can do a paste. So let me try to paste here. Paste is easier, right? So this one is a failed message. Okay, dear company, blah blah. Correct. It should be good. Then you may want to write into a directory the pass and fail if you like to. So say for example, you put into my first RPA here, then you want to put the results here. Results. Okay. So here, this is your results. So you must go to property, security, then you just take the whole thing. This is your directory, right? So here you may want to open application scope. You can do after email or before email. Okay, so it's whichever sequence you like. Yeah. So just assuming you want to do it after this class. So still remember your Word application scope. Yeah. So this is the file. So just remember the double quote. Yeah. So here must have a slash. And here class company name. Oops. Did I do anything wrong? Class company name. Okay. Plus this docs dot sorry. Yeah. Okay. Here we just want to write text. Just write text. Append text. Append text. Here. Then this is the text you want to have is the pass message. And then the other side later you want to have a fail message, right? Control C, just put copy. So see whether it works or not. Hopefully can paste here, right? So paste it. Yeah, paste it here. Paste. Okay, so it looks good. So this is the fail message. Okay, of course you can just shrink it a bit, then you can see clearer. Looks good, symmetrical, right? Then let's try run it to see whether there's any error. Also worry if there's an error, I'll pause it. So the file should be here, right? And there should be email sending. So of course, in order for you to send an email, you must set up your Outlook nicely first. If not, it not work, right? So also while you're running the RPA, you may not want to make much movement. You should just minimize your movement. Okay, so if you look at it, seems like it's working fine. Okay, so you see all files are generated. Later we can open the files and take a look. So of course you can do more things if you like to. You can just write cell to the, say for example, B, C, D. You can put D2, D3, D4, D5, right? You can do that as well. Now, of course, later you check your email. Your email may not work depending, right? Because of whether your Outlook is set up nicely. So if you set up nicely, it should work. Okay. So of course, the whole thing is to remind you that you also must be patient to read through the whole thing. Okay, usually take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we are done. So you can actually take a look, and there should be a message, congratulations, we are interested, right? Then if you look at the email, there should be something like this. Okay, so let's say I take out all. Some of them congratulations, some of them sorry, right? So just delete all. Oops, should delete all here. Then I'm just going to do one more for the Excel that since I'm opening up. So let me delete everything here. So I just want to open up the Excel, and probably the last thing I like to do is to put the last label, okay, here. So I just label accept or reject, right? As simple as that. So here I put D here, D2 onwards, accept or reject. So that's the last thing to do for the day. So here, I'm just going to put here. Okay. So this right cell here, right? Workbook. No, here. You must look for the Excel. Okay, Excel here. So let me put it to 100% first if I can see clearly. So here is the one. So here will be D, right? D2. So plus counter. Then you still remember .to string. Then here is simple one. Just say accept. Right. So here we have another one. Copy here. And then we have to paste it here. Just paste in the line is in the correct place. So here the blue box, just right below the blue box. Here, right? So here paste just right below the blue box. Just confirm it is correct. Yep. So here is the one that you wanted to do reject. Okay, so once okay, you run again, then you probably can see the accept reject as well here. And if this is done, then we are done for our video. So thank you for watching the video. And of course, seeing the video is about say 30 minutes, but for you to do it, you probably have to multiply by maybe 3 times, 4 times. Okay, so probably you have to spend 1 hour or so to do this. So now just to let you know that we depends a lot on Windows. So please be patient a bit on with the UI path. Because the UI path is still running. Okay. So let's look at the results. And also we have to look at the email. Okay, IBM. So the whole thing is slightly slow, but I think it's running. So just be patient a bit. Okay, maybe I pause a while, wait until all the results come out, then I'm going to show you again. So back, sorry, let me resume. So just is a bit of the cloud issue about my files. So it's just make sure that Windows can do it first, right? So if Windows can't do it, then RPA will not be able to do it. So this is what RPA is actually making use of the Windows facilities. So 2 more rows to go, and then we are done. Okay, of course, there should be 10 files generated here, correct? 10 files generated, and there should be also 10 email coming out, right? Okay, thank you for watching the video.